ABF Vision. Recorded live at Melbourne Convention and Exhibition Centre. CommBank SmallBiz Week 2024.
Hello and welcome. We are very fortunate to have Ed Chambers, who is the Director of Small Business Marketing at Optus, one of our premium sponsors here at SmallBiz Week for 2024. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much for having us.
So talk to us a little bit about the digital marketing landscape, what you do, how you can help everybody that is here or people that aren't here, and where we're at.
Yeah, that's great. So we've actually brought our Optus Future Fit Workshops down to SmallBiz Week. We did a lot of research on the small business segment and kind of wanted to understand what the biggest challenges were that they were facing with regards to digital capability and resiliency. And what we found that there were three main components. Business growth and expansion. So a lot of small businesses want to become bigger and better. There was financial management, so making sure that your cash flow and your cost expenses were correct. And then there was customer engagement. So making sure that you're having a right personalized relationship with your customers to maintain that level of service that means that they want to stay with you and they want to interact with you more. So we brought the Optus Future Fit Workshop to life, which has been a wonderful journey to give back to the small business community, help them build up digital capability and resiliency.
So what does that mean to a small business owner?
So what it is essentially it's a free workshop where a small business owner can go in and they take what we call a digital selfie. So really look at your business where you are at the moment and understand where you need to perhaps invest more in technology to support you. So whether that's through marketing, whether it's through sales and service, whether it's through operations, everything has a digital component to it nowadays. And what we want to do is have small business owners really be honest with where they are at the moment and make sure they invest the right time, resource and energy into upskilling themselves. Because we all come across headwinds at some point, be they economic downturns or be they incidents out of your control. And if you are not resilient from a digital point of view, you're going to fail. And what we want to do is shine a light on the fact that if you need to invest in technology and do it properly.
So a lot of small business owners have been doing their small business for a very, very long time. Digital is such a broad term.
Right.
So how can you add impact to potentially the archaic nature of the way in which businesses have been run, and there isn't that understanding from long-standing stakeholders around that digital landscape? Is that something that you can assist them with?
It's something that all the conversations that we have are just get started.
Yeah.
And it's all part of a learning curve. So educating yourself with the right partners. So be that Optus or anyone in that sort of technology network, have the right conversations and get started. Because what we're finding is too many small businesses are putting off when they actually start their digital journey and improve it. So whether that is through customer engagement, are you with the right partner with regards to the EDMs you send out? Do you have the right insights to know that the behaviors that these small businesses or your customers are having, are you understanding what they are and what can you do to improve them? So all we want to do is help small businesses get started. And we as a relatively big Australian brand feel that we have a duty of care to get that conversation started. And I don't mean selling mobile plans and I don't mean selling devices. I mean having the right conversation around technology and make sure you have the right relationship with your technology partners.
So it is quite a pivot because Optus is very well known as a telco. How do you, reconcile that? Why would, say, a hairdressing salon owner come to Optus to help solve some of their digital challenges? And step us through that process.
Yeah, it's a very good question. In the year 2024, everything is connected. So whether you're driving positive connections with your local business community or your connection to your network, it's all underpinned by being connected in some way, shape or form. So whether you're taking FPOS transactions or whether you're sending emails out or whether you're taking phone calls, there's a network provision there and that's our role. But then much further beyond that, we have a whole ecosystem of world-class partners that we lean on. Cisco are another sponsor here at SmallBiz Week, and we have a fantastic enterprise-grade relationship with them. And then what does that mean for small businesses? They have some fantastic cloud security products, for example. Are small businesses taking that side of life seriously enough? What we want to do is introduce a lot of our partners to the small business segment. And that in turn helps build their digital resiliency as well. So it's not necessarily only about your mobile plan or the number of gigs that you get with your data plan. It's around making sure your whole ecosystem around you is strong enough to survive those economic downturns that we mentioned before. So our role is connecting through enterprise relationships or helping small business connect with their local business community. So the hairdresser, the cafe, they have customers coming back to them because the experience is seamless. That's very important to us.
So what is it that Optus and the Future Fit provides over and above perhaps some of your competitors in this landscape, and why should we as a small business owner come to you?
I think one of the things we're most proud of at Optus is the service levels that we provide. We call them unique experiences. We've got 28 Optus business centers around the country. That means that small businesses and medium-sized businesses have someone locally that they can go and talk to. So physically, bricks and mortar, we have these Optus business centers, but we also have people on the road who will come to small businesses. That's very different to a model that might exist elsewhere. Without that local understanding and local knowledge, be that in regional areas or in the metro areas, you don't really know your network, your business communities, unless you're out there. So our local Optus business centers, they're locally owned, they're locally run by people who were brought up in the area, and that's really important to us. There's only so much that a brand can do to build awareness. Really, it's about our people getting out into the community, working with the chambers of commerce locally to drive that positive connection.
And do you need to be an Optus customer to come and take advantage of these services?
Our Optus Future Fit workshops are available to everyone. So be that Optus customers or not, because that is specifically about giving back to the small business community. This is not about customer relationships. This is about ensuring that all small businesses in Australia are digitally resilient. That's super important. But we do like that our customers have somewhere to go locally to speak to someone that they know. They have their mobile numbers. They're right on their doorstep. That's very, very important.
And the Optus brand has been through a lot in recent times too. So there's been some real authentic learnings that I'm sure that you can use to empower, your customers in this environment too.
Absolutely. In late 2023, we let our customers down with a day that we wish to forget. But the learnings that came from that are super important. It's actually where Optus Future Fit Workshops came from. We had a customer of ours contact us and really explain the impact of the outage. And that led us to believe that we had a role to play to give back. And that is why these workshops are free. That's why they're frequent. And that's why we created a roadshow to take around the country to give back to all the small businesses. When we let our customers down, it was, as I said, it was the learnings that we took from that were most important.
And, I'm a big believer that through adversity, there's opportunity and, a pathway for growth and connection, because when you've been through the trenches, you can hold your customers' hands to understand that there is a way out, and through your own learnings that you can impart on that, your knowledge with these guys too.
You're absolutely right. And there's a big difference between not being able to access Instagram for a couple of hours to your business not being able to perform.
Yeah.
And the resiliency is what's important there. So we want to make sure our customers have the right relationship with us at Optus, but also with their other technology partners to make sure that they can continue to run their business seamlessly, because there's not much margin for error in the small business community. And we want to make sure that we're providing the best we possibly can.
It's been wonderful having you on as a sponsor for this week. We look forward to seeing you here in 2025. But if people do want to get in touch and take full advantage of this service offering, how can they best do that?
Search engines are always your best way, aren't they? So Optus is a very well-known brand in Australia, but the solutions that we provide to businesses are very powerful as well. So Optus Business is prevalent. Our local business centres are everywhere. So reach out, get in touch, and we'd love to hear from them.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Ed. It's been a pleasure having you on the program, and we'll see you again soon.
Thanks for having me.